Can you buy that nigga 100 horse? Can you drive that nigga a G5? Can you fly that nigga? I need 10 so I can look at the snakes and poses. I need 10 cause bottom head is non-disclosure. I need 10 so I can live with a peace of mind without niggas taking a piece of mine and peace be still and not do fine. So fuck a fix it ticket. You pull me over and might see one of your bitches. I need 10s. With those tons and 10s. With those 10s I can be flying down and with 10. With the bag but you're my whip. I need 10s. With those 10s I need 10s.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 12th episode of Chazzwins. I am your host, Chaz Burke, and we're back. We're back for another fun-filled, exciting episode of foolishness, and because that's what you asked for. So I'm ever so humble to have you back, coming and hanging out with us. You know, I'm just feeling a little extra today. It's Tuesday, actually. I record on Tuesday, and you know, we put this out for you on Thursday and Sunday, but I had quite the experience the other day. I had to go to the hospital, y'all. I'm, you know, once you get in your 50s and stuff, you got to do all this stuff that you didn't have to do when you was younger, and I had a colonoscopy the other day. So that was my adventure at the hospital, and let me tell you, I learned a lot. It was eye-opening. You know what I mean? I wasn't worried about it. That's when they go check your insides, make sure you're good, and I tell everybody, stay up on your health. Health is wealth. Get checked out, especially if you're men, you're people of color. You know, we seem to get afflicted by everything in the world. So if you're a person of color, please take care of yourself. Get yourself to a doctor, clinic. Well, not a clinic. I mean, you go to the clinic if you have to. But just get checked out. You know, you hear clinic, you think of something else. But anyway, no, it wasn't that kind of visit. I had to get my colon checked, y'all. That's important. Colon. So while I'm there, it was interesting. I go to the VA hospital here in Pittsburgh. Shout out to the VA hospital. You guys have been taking care of me since like the 90s on and off for different things. So everyone there always takes care of me. So I appreciate you for looking out for us veterans. And I salute you all. So we're in there, and they, you know, I don't know if you know about these colonoscopies, but it's like a prep thing. It's a whole week ordeal. Because you got to start, they give you this medicine to drink. And you got like 3 days before, you got to start this diet. So 3 days before, you know, you can't eat no meat the first day. And, you know, you can eat like chicken and fish and whatever and like light stuff like that, you know. The second day, I think you go down to like no dairy products. You could eat like rice and things like. Basically, it's like if you were sick, you would be on one of these diets type of thing, crackers or whatever. Which sucks because I'm a diabetic, and that posed another challenge because they want you to eat all these things that are high in sugar and not so much like red meat, raw vegetables. You can't eat that stuff because it doesn't digest for your tests. So anyway, I got to worry about that. I got this list. I got these instructions that are just like, okay, this is like buying a house. You got to remember what to do, sign here, do that, carry the O, cross the 7 and divide that by 22 to get pi. But I couldn't remember some of the stuff, so I'm like, got this list of what I can't eat. So basically, I didn't eat a whole lot for 3 days. I was just eating water, you know, water and a couple grains of rice every few hours to try to stay alive before this test. So anyhow, the next day you get this pill, you take that, and the night before you drink this stuff that's supposed to make your system flush out. It's basically like a flush out, basically. So you got to be next to the bathroom because, as you can imagine, it will keep you in the bathroom all night. And that wasn't so terrible. They say you're supposed to cleanse anyway, and that's cool and everything. But it's just be by the bathroom. Like if you at the house, you definitely will take your medicine and don't go nowhere. Just you'll be there. You know, so all that happens, you go to bed, get cleaned up, whatever. You go in the next morning, you go to the hospital, you check in, they tell you, check all this stuff, and I swear, they make sure it's you. They ask your name like 1,700 times, and which is good, because what you in here for? I was like, I'm here for a colonoscopy, you know. So, okay. The doctor checks the chart, and she's like, well, blah, 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 blah. We're also going to go do an upper GI. Well, what the hell is an upper GI? She's like, well, since you're in here, we're going to do the lower and the upper. It's like, I didn't know I had an upper. But what it is, they stick one camera from your butt, excuse me, it is, and they check your colon that way, Then they put another camera down your throat and check all this going down. So I'm like, y'all not gonna use the same camera, are you? And she laughed. She said, no, we do the throat first, and then we do the lower end. I was like, all right, because that's kind of nasty, but they be saving money, so I don't. I need a whole new camera up in that system. But that wasn't the interesting part. So they don't do this to you while you're awake. You get your little IV drip and everything. You're sitting there, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. I ain't scared of needles. They don't bother me. The doctor comes in, and then they give you something like your IV starts flowing in, right? So, and another doctor comes in. I'm Dr. Johnson, and another doctor comes. We started off with like just the one doctor. By the time they was getting ready to start, there was like 13 doctors in the operating room, and I'm like, everybody's here except for Dr. Dre. We had Dr. Johnson, we had Dr. Smith, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of them didn't really speak English as the first language, so they had accents. So I'm sitting there trying to decipher what they're saying. And I'm like, oh, okay, yes, yeah, yeah. So what we're going to do, Mr. Burt, we're going to put you on your side, and we're going to give you this something to make you sleep. Going to put you in the twilight, And I'm like, ooh. That sounds real nice, Twilight. They got a way of saying stuff in the hospital, put you at ease. I'm like, yeah, I can use some Twilight. That sounds cool, yeah. And then the doctor's like, okay, Dr. Johnson administer the propofol. Huh? Propofol what? Did he say propofol? Yeah, propofol, y'all. And that's the stuff that they use. That's what killed Michael Jackson. I said, whoa, wait a minute, propofol. Now this time they had put a piece of something in my mouth, a spacer with a hole in it to keep your mouth open when they put the tube down there. And I'm talking, propofol, y'all. That's the stuff that helps you sleep. I mean, it knocks you out for real. And I'm gonna just say this: I like good sleep. I don't sleep. I take melatonin. I take riboflavin. I take all kind of ginseng tea, black tea, sweet tea, all kind of teas to help me sleep, whatever, relax, get into the zone. I just don't sleep. Tylenol PM don't work for me. Benadryl, I gotta take a whole bottle of Benadryl for me to go to sleep. But when I tell you, this propofol will knock you the hell out, it will knock you the hell out. Trust me. So all I know is they don't do the count back to 10. No, they just say, all right, we're gonna give you the propofol, and I'm just thinking, oh Lord Jesus, help me. And I can't talk because I got that piece in my mouth, and then they roll me on my side, so I'm laying on the side like a baby in the fetal position because they go, go this end, and I got my head this way, and they're like, we're just gonna put you this, and that was it. That's all I remember. I woke up, however long later, woke up, and it's like 13 people looking at me, and I'm going, okay. So what the hell happened? It's like just like that. Make a long story short, everything worked out fine. Everything's got a clean bill of health. It's just the event, man. That propofol will have you lit afterward. Because when you come out of it, you don't just sit right up. I'm just like, I'm in the twilight. You know what I mean? So I wait for my ride. Waiting for Monica to come pick me up. We go home, and I'm just like feeling real nice all day. I'm thinking I can do stuff, but I'm just laid back. I'm just like I smoked 10 joints. I'm moving slow. I'm feeling good. I ain't feeling no pain, but the whole day I was just like, yeah, let me get one of those, let's get something to eat, yeah, what you want? I want a steak. I was feeling lovely after that, and it lasted the whole day. The next day I woke up a little, kind of like a hangover a little bit, not in pain, everything, my, blood a little sore up in the back end and everything, but I'm like, what the hell? Oh, never mind. So, make a long story short, I was worried only after he said propofol, because listen, that was the stuff that Michael Jackson his doctor was giving that to him, and he gave him too much or left him unattended or something. You got to be serious with that. So with the medicines, so I was just a little nervous with that part. But overall, clean bill of health for that part. I'm happy about that. I got grandsons. I'm trying to be here, see them graduate college and more. So that was my experience with that part. And like I said, I just had to share that with y'all. So if you anybody have a colonoscopy, let me know. Share your experience with me. I mean, you ain't got to go into all the details, but anything like that, life-changing events. As always, you can hit me up at chazzwins38@gmail.com. Yes, sir. You can just hit me in the email, and I want to hear back from you guys. Shout out to my station. It's the Grind, baby. Grind City TV on Roku, baby. Grind City TV. We are moving up the charts. We are moving. And it only happens because people like you keep on watching. You keep telling your friends and your families to check us out. So please keep doing that. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I know you're probably tired of hearing that. But when we get those subscriptions, they're free. You don't got to pay nothing for them. Just go on the app, download it, and watch. Just not my show, but all of the shows. It's on 24 hours a day. So every time we get a new subscriber, it's good for us, the network here. We're all independent. Ain't nobody getting paid for this. But what will happen after a while, when we get enough viewerships and the networks start to pay attention, then we can up our program game, and our boss would like that a lot. We would like it because it means more exposure and good things will happen for the network. So we are all in on that. And you can feel proud that you made a contribution too, just by subscribing and checking back and telling your peoples about us here at Grind City TV. And always, I want you to check out Chazzwins on YouTube, Chazzwins on Instagram, and on Facebook, because those are all my social medias. And together, we're going to join forces and fight the powers of evil, like Captain Planet or something. But we're going to do our own version of that. So, yes, you are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for all of the love. Keep it coming. We love it. And we're going to get better at what we do. And we're going to keep on bringing it to you. Oh, that sounded good. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back 2 and 2. Don't go nowhere. Alexa, play.
Tonight, there's some moves I gotta make though. Got the rules up on the payroll. There wasn't me coming, there wasn't me coming.
Well, as you can see, I finally got my desk, and I'm finally inside out of the office. Yes, it's the weatherman. I'm still the angry black weatherman, just because I don't know how to be nothing else. But I'm telling you, y'all made a lot of phone calls this network, and I was like, listen, I need my desk. It's in my contract, so I don't want to be outside no more. It's going to be hot outside today, y'all. It is. It's going to be hot today, hot tomorrow. It's almost summertime. It's just going to be hot. Okay? So you can put away them Uggs. I don't want to see nobody walking around the city with them old beat up old Uggs on anymore, because it's hot. And it's time to put that stuff away. Actually, some of y'all need to be wearing them Uggs anyway. Coming on outside with your Uggs and your jeggings on and the yoga pants looking like something out of a movie somewhere, some kind of, what is that? Y'all be doing too much with it. Put them Uggs away. But like I said, today is a good chance it's going to be hot, it's going to be muggy, or somebody's going to get mugged somewhere. I can guarantee you that. We ain't going to really specify what time all this is going to happen. But I do know if you look up into the sky tonight, you will see the moon if it ain't cloudy, okay? You will see the moon. I can promise you that. There's also a 100% chance that there's going to be some kind of pollens in the air, and you're going to have to sneeze in because it's that time of the season. And, get your Benadryl, whatever you take, because Sudafed, hydrofragramine, all that stuff. That's what I got to do. So, I mean, the weather is what it is, y'all. It's weather. It's been the same weather it has been for hundreds of years. The sun goes up, the sun comes down, it gets cold, it gets warm, and sometimes something in between happens, and a perfect storm happens. Now, I don't know when it's going to storm or when it's going to be what, but I do know that tomorrow ain't promising nobody. So what you got to do is get ready for it. Always carry your rubbers with you, carry your rain hat, your umbrella, all them things you might need. You can put them Uggs away from now. I mean, it ain't Ugg season, thank God, no more. But I do want to say this. Now that the sun's out, it's going to be warm. Y'all going to come out with them Crocs and flip-flops on. Man, ladies, get your toes cleaned up. Some of y'all got them hammer toes with little nubs on them walking around town, and you put a little bit of paint on, fingernail polish, toenail polish. Don't do that. Don't do that. If your feet look like they should be on something to crawl on 4 legs with scales on it, don't be wearing them Crocs around, you know what I mean? And don't be shaving your legs ain't shaving. And some of y'all fellas, y'all just as bad. Ain't nothing worse than seeing a dude with some Crocs on walking around, and he got flip-flopping around the city. His legs are just ashy and cracked up. Y'all, that ain't a good look. So these are the things to get you ready for summer, and hopefully it'll be a safe summer for everybody. We get out there and do our cookouts. Always remember the weather forecast. I know black folks don't really matter about good weather, because if it's cookout season, we cook it out. When the need hits you, we gonna cook out. So don't worry about it. I ain't gonna talk about the forecast or picnics, but anyway, I'm just happy I'm inside finally, y'all. I got my desk, and they done took my coffee away. I'm still waiting on my coffee. We had a coffee sponsor. we ain't got nobody now. Maybe one of them Starbucks or something locally can help us out. Because that's my problem. I ain't got my Arabica bean coffee, and I ain't feeling right. So, but anyway, thank y'all for talking to management and give me my desk. And we're going to keep on coming back with you some weather. And we might even do something else since I'm inside now. I don't know. I might switch up to the main news and let y'all know what's happening. All right? So, good luck, people. Thank you for checking out the weatherman. I'm happy. I'm inside. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Yes, sir. Back to y'all. That's right. It's bats again. I just got a message for people coming out this summer. I heard the weatherman talking about it's cooking out season. It's getting hot out. I know one thing. When it gets hot out, people get stupid. So just keep this in mind when you're out and about this summer. Don't be acting a damn fool out here on these streets. Because I'm out here. I'm watching and I'm waiting for somebody to mess up. I'll be slipping and I'll catch you. All right? So when you're out there driving around and you're pulling up to the light and you're in your Honda Civic and you're all your GTRs and your fancy little cars that, they're going, don't pull up to the Batmobile trying to stunt on Batman. It's the Batmobile. You don't want this smoke. I keep my 25s clean. I don't even have 24s. It's 25s on the Batmobile. I keep it clean. And, I got a little something for you. So don't be cool pulling up next to me. Because I'm telling you, you don't want this smoke. And some of you be at the car wash trying to get your cars be dirty. Take your car, keep them clean, keep your wheels clean like Batman. The Batmobile's always clean. You know why? Because it's the Batmobile. I keep it waxed all the time, a special black wax that's only Batman can get. And speaking of black only, all black everything, remember, Batman is running for mayor. That's right, I'm running for mayor and I need your vote. When I'm mayor, I tell you what, things are going to be a lot safer on the streets out here. You won't have to worry about crime. You won't have to worry about a lot of things. And just so you get ready for the weather, some of you ladies out there, this is a message from Bruce. Bruce told me to let you know. He doesn't want to see those crooked winter weaves out here. He said, get your lace fronts right because it's about to be summertime and you put on your maxi and your mini dresses. It don't work. It's not a good look if you got that old winter lace front that's cocked to the side like Sister Gladys. So just, ladies, get your edges together and it should be a nice, safe summer for everybody. Just remember, though, don't let me catch you slipping, okay? Because the Batman will be out and Batman will be watching you. All right, I'm out of here. That's right, it's Sister Gladys. Honey, let me tell you something. I ain't seen y'all since Easter Sunday, and some of y'all was looking good, but the rest of y'all could have just stayed out home, honey. And some of the things y'all came out, It's a wonder Reverend Johnson didn't throw all of you out the church. But, Sister Gladys is always on point. I don't ever have to worry about my lace front. I hear some things at the summertime, the ladies just come out wearing any old thing. Not Sister Gladys. I'm old school, baby. This is right here. I go to Jefusics, get my hair done over there. You all know what I'm talking about. My edges are always on point. I ain't never got to worry about those problems. Yes, sir. That's how Sister Gladys does it. So, but anyhow, I just want to tell y'all, be safe this summer. It's going to be hot out. And when it's hot out, fools get to acting crazy. So make sure, like I said, you keep your menses in check. I'm going to work on Reverend Johnson because he been avoiding me and answering my phone calls. And I'm just wondering, I know he's busy saving souls and everything, but I'm just wondering if Reverend Johnson is serious about our relationship. He doesn't really know we're in a relationship, but I'm going to let him know at some point in time. So, don't, Sister Jenkins, don't say nothing to him. I'm going to handle this my own, okay? Thank you. Yes, so, like I said, be careful out there, y'all. And Sister Gladys is always in the good book and reading the Word. That's right. I'm reading the Word, and some of y'all need to read the Word. And some of y'all need to watch what you put on. I'm just saying. I seen this lady out the other night, child, She looked like a pork chop dinner, broken can of biscuits or something, to what she had on. Too much of that going on into those little outfits, honey. It's scandalous, I'm telling you. It is scandalous. Just because they say yoga pants don't mean you got to wear them. And if you ain't doing yoga, don't put them on. I'm just here to tell you. It's sad. Woo! Lord, child Jesus. Make me speak in tongues. Got me out of speaking tongues. But I seen you little bad kids out here too, running around playing in the street, riding bikes all up and down the street, people's yard, and they ain't paying attention where they're going. Got the headphones on and the Walkman, and they're playing with the games and doing everything they shouldn't be doing. Watch where you're going, little kids, them badass kids out here. Had to get a switch the other day. The boy next door was out here, and he was just sitting leaning on my car. I said, "Excuse me, little boy, is that your car? And can you afford to fix it if you break it?" "I don't think so." "Get from up off my car." That's what you have to do now these days. These kids they ain't used to authority. They ain't getting no whippings like they used to. Every time something go wrong, they call CYS on somebody, and they come, child services come and investigate your house, look all through your cupboard, see what kind of food you got, see if you got, any food at all, if you're buying that generic stuff, all it ain't good, honey. It ain't good. So I just tell them right now, listen, when they leave, you're going to get a whooping, okay? And I mean a whooping. I don't play. Sister Gladys don't play. Go ahead and embarrass me if you want to. Had a man come up to my house looking around to see if I got fit to be a parent. Shoot. Anyway, y'all, it's Sister Gladys, and I just want to say, be safe, okay? We'll talk to you. Oh my goodness, Sister Gladys is a piece of work, ain't she? I think she has her work done. Actually, I do. Don't tell her I said so. I finally got me a hold of coffee, brother. It's hard to get a good cup of coffee. I'm looking for, a coffee sponsor. Somebody local coffee shop here in Pittsburgh want to sponsor the Chazzwins show. Get at me. Know somebody? There's a couple of them around here. 412-628-0344. Chazzwins38@gmail.com. Let's talk about coffee sponsors. I drink a lot of coffee, and you know what I mean. And I'm looking for the best cup of coffee in the Pittsburgh area. When you find that, maybe we can do some business, help each other out. Right here, my soul was smiling, y'all. My soul was happy. That's one thing to keep me going no matter what. Get my coffee, and I'm good to go. So, but that's it pretty much this week. I keep talking about some events that are going on. I did see some movies over the weekend. I'm in the middle of watching this Concrete Cowboy. It's pretty good. I really like it. Great acting. I saw that the new remake of Mortal Kombat. And this ain't necessarily movie reviews. It was okay. It was entertaining. Listen, I ain't going to knock no actors for doing their thing. They're on TV, they're on the screen getting paid, so I appreciate that hustle. I wouldn't really run out to see it if I was y'all. But you know what? If you do want to find some good entertainment, we got on Grind City Theater, there's some shows coming up. There's some shows on there right now on Grind City Theater. And the show that I've been working on, had the pleasure of working with the Jazz Beat Events crew. Show called Who Made the Beef Stew is coming up real soon, I believe in May. I believe May 1st. We'll check on that. But it'll start playing here on the Grind City Network, on the Grind City Theater. And it's a murder mystery. One talented Mrs. Stacey Allen is putting her creative thinking on paper again. And local artists and local entertainers, actors and actresses are out involved in it. And it's pretty dope, y'all. So I had a wonderful pleasure of being part of that. So check that out on Grind City Theater. So we do have various genres of entertainment for you. We all in the theater at some point, and we are expanding. So it ain't all just foolishness and videos and whatnot. We have some serious entertainment lined up for you all. So you got to stay tuned. You got to keep coming back to Grind City TV. You got to keep telling your peoples to subscribe. And you might be tired of hearing me say this, but you know what? We got to become a household name so we can stay in the game. That only happens if y'all put us on. So put us on. And again, speaking about being put on, anybody want to, come check out the Chazzwins show. I'll showcase something that you want to talk about, get a message out. But you can only do that if you email me at chazzwins38@gmail.com. Just get at me. Send me a text, 412-628-0344. Let's chop it up. Let's figure something out. And then let's get together and collaborate, because that's what it's all about. As always, I'm grateful to be here, to have this opportunity to come at you and come into your homes or wherever you're streaming at. I see like a lot of y'all, we get the schematics or whatever you call that stuff. A lot of y'all watching your phones at work, whether you're work, driving, hope you ain't driving, riding in the car or something. So shout out to the people who keep on checking us out. I mean, not just my show though, because there's a lot on here, really. So check them out, do that, and continue to watch. Subscribe to us when you can. I promise I'll stop talking about it as soon as we get to where we need to be. But until that happens, you guys have just been so dope with the sharing of the information. That's what it's all about. Sharing is caring, y'all. Got to share the info and let everybody know I'm on a roll today, y'all. It's just some good Arabica bean coffee right here. But that's how we do it. But thanks again so much. I'm ever so humble and ever so grateful to be a part of your lives, even if it's just for a little bit. I hope I made your day a little bit better. And if you want me to talk about anything, please get at me. Let me know. All right, y'all. Peace out. We'll see you soon. Alexa, play. I think this is going to be my jam for the summer. Anderson Park right here.
I've been feeling kinda cooped up. I'm trying to get some fresh air. And when you got the roof out, you know it never rains here. And you ain't got a flash when you're taking your picture. You ain't gotta drown the waste of attention. Paparazzi wanna shoot ya. Niggas time for less out here. I've been in my bag anyway. Trying to throw a bag in the safe. You can touch her in the face. Baby, matter what's some baby needs.
I'm Coach Mike Tomlin, and yeah, I want to do something different this year. I don't generally make press conferences before the season starts, but I figured since we live in a pandemic, I could do some things different, make the adjustment. That's on me. I just wanted to say that we make this announcement that the Steelers, the Rooney's organization, has given me a fortuitous opportunity to keep on coaching football for the next 3 years as a head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's on me. I know some of y'all haters right now are turning over and just mad about that, but that's on you. I do want to say we'll continue to get hats on hats in the new coming season. If anything unforeseen things happen that we can't necessarily dig deep enough and find the right amount of test and fortitude, we will be successful and hopefully we'll make another run to the playoff. And I don't want to look too far down the road, but we do have some games ahead of us and the rubber is going to hit the road. So I just wanted you to know that I'm going to try my best to get key personnel back on the field, such as Smith-Schuster. We're going to do whatever we can, and we are looking for a running back. And, James Conner, well, he's still looking for a barber. That's all I got. Any more questions that I cannot answer for you today?